everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've done this video, this is the third attempt at this video. I'm going to try and keep it short and I'm not going into details. The ATC swap is changing. There have been a number of problems over the last month and the previous month, and it seems unfair. It's adding stress to people's lives, which is the very last thing I ever wanted. There is enough going on in the world that, you know, sending ATC should not be a stressful event. So I just, you know, I am disappointed in some people. I'm not naming names, obviously I'm not going down that route, but it's, you know, some people go to a lot of trouble and a lot of effort. They make an ATC, they A, can't get hold of the person to send it to, or B, they don't get one in return. And, you know, I do appreciate that life gets in the way. Things happen. You know, I think we all agree that with that. If you just let your partner know or let me know, you know, we can work things out. We can sort things out. That is not a problem. It's the not knowing that is, it's distressing and upsetting to people. And also people not being able to contact people. So I've changed it so that I'm going to remove everybody from the swap. So everybody is coming out and you can opt back in very easily. And by opting in, you will need to agree to this condition. And this condition is that you are happy for me to keep a document with your YouTube name, your Instagram name, and your email address. And I'm going to keep a document and I'm going to share it on my channel. And I don't mean I'm going to publish it. I'm going to leave a link to it in the description box of every video where I pull partners. Okay, so it's not going to be blatantly out there, but it will be as a link so that anybody who's in the swap can click on it and find their partner's Instagram name preferably, or email. And when I say email, I'm asking please only leave me an email address that you check regularly. It is no good signing. I mean, I appreciate that you don't want to give me your personal email address. I do not use my personal email address. Okay, but what I do have is I've got a couple of email addresses actually. My previous one and then this one, which was a bit easier for people to see. Mine is ytwoollysteph@gmail.com. Anything that goes in there automatically goes into my personal email address. So I get a notification as soon as you send me an email, it goes straight to me. If you don't have something like that, fine, but please don't give us an email address that you don't check. It is not helpful. It needs to be something that we can check. Yeah. Basically, you need to agree to for me to keep this information and keep it updated so that when we do a swap each month, you can find your own partner's Instagram name and their email address. Nothing more. Your YouTube name, your Instagram name and your email. No more detail than that. Okay? So if you're happy for that, and then to opt back in, all you need to do is email me on this email, my personal email for those of you who've got that, or my previous email. Any of them work, doesn't matter. If you've emailed me before and had a reply, then you know that it works. Any one will do. So you email me please with the country that you live in, whether or not you're happy to post internationally. Now what I'm going to say from that is that, right, currently we've got nobody from Denmark in the swap. If you live in Denmark and you want to swap, but you don't want to swap internationally, you're not going to have a partner. So if bear that in mind is all I'm going to say. I've talked before about how you can keep the postage cost down. It should only, from the UK to the rest of the world, it should only cost £1.70 to send. If you don't just check the weight of it, keep things light, and it should only cost you £1.70 in a flat envelope. And I'm assuming it's similar around the world. Just be careful, keep it flat as you can. So let me know if your email address is nothing like your YouTube address, maybe tell me who you are in case I don't link it up. So you'll need to tell me the country you live in, whether or not you're happy to post internationally, your Instagram name. Now I'm going to ask, please, if you've got an Instagram account, can we please use it, because it is easy to send a message on Instagram. It's easy to see if somebody's received a message on Instagram, and that will cut out half the stress. If you don't have an Instagram, you don't have to have one. I'm not making you to have one. It's not important, but you do need to have an email that you can be contacted on. All right. If you don't have an Instagram and you give me an email that you check once every 6 weeks, that's not helpful at all, because your partner can't get your address, and presumably you're not checking with your partner their address. Okay, so just for it to run smoothly, or more smoothly, these are the changes that I'd like to make. But I'm taking everybody out and asking everybody to rejoin. That way you are agreeing to me holding this information and putting it in the description box of the videos, just a link to it, not the actual information. Okay, so that people can find their own partners. All right. I didn't mean to come across, teacherly and disappointed in a few people, spoiling it for the, I'm not. It's just not. But I don't really want to do this either. I don't want to be here saying things aren't going so well, and it's sad. It's sad to have to do that. On the whole, though, I have been loving the swap. I have loved watching your things that you've created. I've enjoyed watching things that you have received, and it's just it's a fun thing. So on the whole, I think I've had a lot of positive feedback. People have enjoyed meeting new people, making new friends, and and generally enjoyed receiving ATCs. So I'd like to keep that going. And it is just a minority of people. But in order to join, I'm asking you just to do these things. Let me know all these things, and I'll leave this in the description box as well. And hopefully it will move more smoothly. I will be back next Thursday. I might be back before, but I'll definitely be back next Thursday with the new swap partners. I was just going to say, you can opt in and out anytime. It's not a problem. As I said last time, because we're keeping it fluid, so people can join and leave for a month and come back and everything, I cannot guarantee that you will never get the same swap partner. If there is a problem and you seem to be getting the same swap partner a lot, let me know, because I'll either manually sort it or get my daughter to do something different with the program. Okay. But it should always find us different people, but it's very difficult once you start taking people out and then you add people back in and things like that. It does mess up the algorithm. So fingers crossed it's not a big deal, but if it becomes a deal, just let me know. Open to suggestions anytime. All right, folks, so happy crafting, enjoy making your ATCs, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.